All right, here's the grinder mill, setting it up again. Here is my grinder setup. Got this bad boy, got 2 bars, 4 of these roller bearings. You can see inside there, there's a bunch of little BBs, and they're on an oval track. So it rolls real smooth and everything. It's really cool. There we go, you can see them right there. This front side is my course adjustment. It's a 3/4 bolt, a couple of nuts to keep it going, lock it in place. This nut in the middle is what's on the brace that holds the grinder. The front on view holds the grinder right in where the handles go. This top nut, I grounded down kind of sort of out in half. It locks the bolt in with this top bar. And then this bottom nut takes all the play out of it, and it thread locks against the grinder support. So everything's tight, even if there's a gap in between with the height and everything. It's really solid. So this doesn't move very much. And while I'm grinding, I adjust this, which this is kind of sort of locked in with this back. And if I adjust this bolt up and down, it tilts its head. And so my course adjustment moves my head kind of on a straight plane up and down. And then this back end will kind of just pick it up and tip the front just a little bit to make contact with the material and start grinding. And then I just lock it in place as I go. Unlock it, move it a little bit, lock it back in, and just repeat. And then I'll kind of back this back off and move the course adjustment, then go back to using this and actually removing the material. The way I have this little teardrop hanger, I welded a nut in here, ground it flush, so I tighten this against this, and that makes the strap really tight. So it's really snug and holding this grinder really snug. And then I just move this bolt up and down through this bar. Here's a deconstructed view. It's not that many parts. 3/8, 3/4. It's metric, but it takes whatever metric bolt that is. And screw the metric system too. Anyways, I know it's simple, but whatever. It's not complicated. So when I was making this bar, I drilled these holes just a little bit oversized, so there's a little bit of wiggle room, so that I could use the flatness of the table and the flatness of the stops to make sure that these two things are what's square. I'm not worried about the bar. I made the bar. These holes may not be perfect, so I made them a little bit bigger. But these two bad boys are going to be on axis, on plane, everything. All I got to do is I'm using a little 16th shim right here to keep this thing square. You can push that over. I'll clamp that up. This bar is just slightly longer than this. I could have made it a little bit longer, but I made the bar before I did the fixturing. It's so easy to fixture everything on this table. It just makes everything easy. And so now I'm gonna have both of these done. Once I put them on here, then it allows me to sit there and set this makes sure that these two are parallel, and then it runs perfectly smooth. These two being built on the table mean that they're perfectly straight and parallel, means that there's no kind of wiggle, they're perfectly parallel, so then everything just works well. It's easy to do with this table and tooling.